rented out in California. What are these things? Gee, I could do that. I could start up and not have to buy anything for a few years.
No?
What I wish I had was an extra engine for that Blue Angel. This is not the same engine, really.
Got a box up there that says Fox 59 Stunt on it.
It does? Where'd you see that wheel? What's in it?
Probably a Fox 59.
That's what the engine is. I'm afraid to look.
Come on.
There it is.
Damn, I got an
You
extra
got an extra engine.
Good thing you came here. That's the engine.
Been lost for years.
Where the hell did that come from? It's
Is
brand
that
new. Look, the mat's never even touched.
Oh man, I can't believe this.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's my Blue Angel spare.
That's all
A
right.
little glued together.
Yeah,
It won't
but
hurt it.
it won't
It can be
corrode
fixed,
though. That's
though.
good.
I had to build a.
It's not rusty in there. Just glued.
He has one that the cylinder was broke off, and I put a liner in there. Had boarded out, and put a liner in there, and cut the ports back in it and everything.
Yeah, he did. It's unbelievable.
The one in the Blue Angel, you got 70 thousandths of head gaskets.
Decompression.
Yeah, and I did like an asbestos or whatever gasket that's really used back then, and an aluminum washer, then asbestos, then aluminum spaced like sandwich to help.
Right.
Because 70 of, it wouldn't hold. Roe Biddle did that again, the guy from the labs. Probably cost Bell Labs $1,000 for that gasket. And at the Nationals, it went full bore. And to get the engine to cut, I knew I was going to go overtime. So I did very tight overheads.
Started it for fuel.
Just and it blew the head gaskets. It started overheating. And the head gaskets are still blown.
In this engine now?
I never fixed it. But I have more of them over nose drawers. Thank you guys.
He has
You
more
did me a
of them.
favor.
Right
Good thing you
there on
guys
top.
came.
Oh my God.
These are the Eagle 60. That must be that big clunky looking engine, isn't it? These, I don't know. I never did much with these.
Oh.
John DeTavio. Oh my God, his engine.
I'm gonna tell him. That looks like a
He'll say, yeah, that's
an
my engine.
HP or
Hey,
something.
I've
he's
got
going
one of
to say,
those.
yeah, that's my engine. It's just because it has his name
What
in
year
it.
is this about, you think?
Well, all of this is the 60s. This is the first this has been opened.
These?
Yeah, I've got one
Late
of those in the
60s.
box.
It might be
Ruby bought it for
it
me.
might be 1970 because you got a flyer for a contest.
It's made in America.
Yeah,
got
but
an
I've got.
I don't even remember. I never even saw one.
I
of
heard
These
those
things-
were good engines. Good
These
stunt
are
motors.
there was a 78 I think too, and if you adjusted the needle valve on a 78, the exhaust, I remember it hurt my ears.
Look, it looks like a
It
quarter in
pained.
this back cover.
A what?
A quarter?
Yeah, look.
It
Got an
does.
eagle in it.
Yeah, Duke was pushing.
I've had ear trouble with a combat engine. My ears ring all the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, back then you didn't know this. Like when I ducked down to take the battery away, the 36, the exhaust crack, you hear, and it would hurt, it would sting, and I never thought anything of it.
Yeah, we have.
But these hurt a lot. They were very.
Said any hearing loss you suffer from loud noise, you'll never regain it.
One of the guys, who was it? The guy that was real good in combat this year, he ended up with a Nelson in that thing.
I don't keep up with
Steve
combat
Cott up here, he was really prepared. He placed second, but he really good. He told me his ears ring, and he's worried about it. And, he's really nervous about it. He's a young guy. And I said, well, Steve, if it makes you feel any better, they told me about that in about 1964, and they said when I was 50 I'd lose my hearing, and I'm 59 and I still got it. So, the only one that says I can't hear very good is my wife.
Yeah.
You only hear what you want to hear, right?
Conveniently hard of hearing.
Yeah.
Specialized hearing, selective hearing they call it. I've got all the new boxes around here somewhere too. There's that showcase that's turned backwards has a lot of engines. More modern, there's some laying
What's
around.
this super glazed liquid wax?
That's what I use on my
Look at
cars.
that
I
thing.
couldn't get it around here, so I bought it wholesale by the case.
What is it?
Combat plane.
Well, I know it's a combat
Well,
plane.
that's,
one of the Satans. Look, that's,
$90.99.
that's my AMA.
Oh, I thought that was the number of airplanes.
That's I put the number
16. There it is.
But you look at that, you look at those
Yeah, the
modern
trashy ones.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no workmanship in them anymore.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay,
Silk.
I
Airflow,
enjoyed
though.
making these, and if you build a lot of them, you get good at it,
Yeah. Do enough.
Build them quick, too. You glassing the nose in?
Yeah, but even back then, all of this is, well, you can
Yeah.
see it.
Sure.
And this we made.
I like how
Can't
you
get over
see
how
in
thin
the
the
movie.
airfoils are, though.
I like
Jeez.
that.
Well, that is a thin airfoil. Turn it sideways here.
You know what,
It's
when
on
you
camera.
hold it dead on, there's nothing. Put the light there, there's nothing there.
No. Nothing. Man, that thing ought to moved.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I bet it was.
Shit,
God.
that doesn't have the... See, on some of my own engine, I didn't even bother doing it, so I was not really that sold on it. But it was great for advertising.
I like these clear finishes. I like to do my airplanes that way.
Well,
Yeah.
this is fun building. You know, I also, you can see, I like to build. I get a kick out of it.
Yeah, me too. I like to
And
build.
I don't
got
really-
as much fun building to do
Like
flying.
these guys for real combat, you know, they build 30 of these.
Yeah.
That guy builds those 30 at a time.
Yeah,
They all look the same when they tear up.
yeah,
Like a snowball guy did.
But,
yeah.
and I always like the plywood booms. Maybe this has, I should have some of those.
Clifton Auto Garage. There's no telling what year that was. That was a sexy pinup thing way back when for Victor gaskets. Looks like a Vargas girl.
They'll never wear out. How do you build something?
You know, I still don't know what that is.
Two number two screws.
Yeah, the place just kind of boggles your mind after a while. That's all lapping compounds and stuff.
Well, I sure like it. It's got a lot of.
Boxes of parts.
Clean up. It's
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
These are bowling pins. You can use that.
Oh yeah.
The 8/8, they did a lot of those.
All these old cartridges
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
funny. So you actually use a balloon in here
Yeah.
That's a
paper
rubber
ladder.
pacifier back then. Binky. And
Oh,
now they're hard to
Binky?
get. Binky.
Yeah.
Use Binky pacifiers. And they started a new drugstore down here.
Well, they
okay?
use
You'll
fuel
laugh.
tubing.
Get
If
this.
you-
Get this. There's a big wall covered with baby pacifiers, like up to the ceiling and left from here to there. And all these women are there with babies, and I run around, grab it, and I'd squeeze it like this. I'd squeeze another one. I'd squeeze another one. These women are looking at me like, what the hell is that guy doing? So
Is that
well,
what all
two
the
of those
pacifiers
go up.
over there are for?
There's some, if they're in
Yeah,
a
there's a sack
recently
up over
new
there.
box, that's to test and see if they work. But you
Use
know, you
a-
can feel it. They're pretty light.
Yeah, they
not
are.
heavy.
They use fuel tubing now. Put it
Yeah,
in there. and fill it up.
latex. What do you call it? Surgical tubing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We used it then
sometime.
too, but I always liked the pacifier a little better. But you can go back to that. I know that works. They're doing good with it today.
This thing ought to run like a speed ship, man. I guarantee
Yeah.
it.
They were always over. Every flight was over 120.
What was the
Hovering
reason for putting one above and one below?
I don't know. I just
So
thought it
you
was a good
don't,
idea.
when you
Just
hit
like
full
it.
up or full down, it doesn't yaw on the end of the line.
I don't think it's enough difference top to bottom to make
Probably
a big
not.
difference.
Probably not.
But that's the way I used to make my lead outs. They're nylon bell cranks. I may have to cut these up and change the bell cranks. I had
Why,
a stencil
you
with
think
my
the
name.
bell cranks will go bad?
Nylon? I'm afraid
Heat
of it.
over
I am
age?
afraid of it with age.
Didn't
drying
have
out
Delrin
and
then?
brittle.
You think Delrin would last over the years?
I think it's similar. I think if it's a top flight bell crank, the real thick ones, I have a feeling they're okay because there's so much mass. But these are the Pylon brand, the real light thin ones. You can bend them all over the place.
That's what I want to see.
This
Give
was
it a pull test.
Ben Shearshaw project. We're gonna sell that with OK Cub engines. Yeah, that's the airplane I was rebuilding to make my comeback. I figured I need something slow to get started.
Well,
Really.
what is this
So
thing?
while I was cleaning the cellar, oh, by the way, this place is clean now. You should have seen it when it was dirty.
Should have left it alone. We'd appreciate it more.
Oh yeah,
And,
I love places
I
like
thought,
this.
you know, when after not flying 20 years, I'd need a slow thing like that. I remember the thing would go slow, and you could do H-reel, cut grass with it, and all that stuff. So it was all a little broken up, and you can see what I'm fixing. And I cleaned it. It took a lot to clean that thing.
You know,
And I figured, well, I'd practice with that and then get back into the faster ones.
Be
But I
easy,
think
just
I
fix the
bypassed
wingtip.
about 30 steps.
well that's a
You'd
voodoo,
laugh.
isn't it?
Andy Lee from New York, you know,
Uh-huh.
he's launching this thing.
Look
And
at
I
him.
said to Andy, I said, gee, I don't know, we better
Look
send
at
it
that-
Rich
look at that
first
pusher.
flight, you know. Send it Rich, and I forgot with a tin.
Well, what
tank,
am I
so
seeing
we-
here?
It's a
30-second pusher on.
Full bore.
Yeah.
That's short.
It took off. I remember I went like
It's
this,
heavy.
and out here I gave full down and went into invert. I thought, holy shit, I'm doing what I used to do. You know, you do it automatically. If you've done it a lot,
Yeah,
if you've done it a lot, you don't forget it, apparently.
kind of like riding a bicycle.
We got some kind of a missing link in this one.
Fire baby.
Here's one you guys want. Oh, this is the one that Jim was telling you about. That's the one I flew out there, but it's very heavy. Look, that's no.
Fill this one. Without an engine.
Feel this one.
Let's see. That's got a man.
Yeah, this one's light compared to that.
That's a
That
clunker.
doesn't have an engine on it though.
Yeah.
And the guy from Fox's, that's good. I said, I have to tell you, I was using SIG fuel in it. So until I could find it for nothing.
Well, what
This
did?
is the Blitz.
Okay.
That's the one. I enjoyed writing that article. This is what a giant killer looked like. If you remember that far back, that's a giant killer. But this is one that
Beautiful.
you'll probably get a kick out of.
Look at these things.
Yeah, they're finished better than stunt planes than nowadays.
They are.
This is one I never sold or any of that, which was my own fun. Oops, if I can get it apart.
Your engine?
I'm going to leave the rag stuck around the cowl.
I remember something about that.
Me too. What?
That
Stingray had a
that's
cowled-in engine.
Yeah. Ooh, it's sticky. Ew, ruining it. Oh, that's glued to the fuel line. But that's a combat ship, theoretically.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It's really a modified greased lightning.
Okay.
I'll give you some of these back.
Yeah.
Well, the
Right out of
junkers,
hand.
you just clump down and don't worry about it.
You notice he uses red and yellow for everything.
Yeah. I like
This
yellow.
this is
Yeah.
this is 1/4 by 1/8 spruce, top and bottom. I used that
Spruce.
way back then, and you know, you look at it, 1/4 by 1/8. That's all.
I made a home built one time, little one
There's
man
not much
deal,
of a
and
spar in these.
You
they had all the material in there, spruce for the weights, best stuff of any of it.
and a real, you mean a real flying home belt.
Yeah.
Spruce is damn good, but
Oh man.
you know, guys ignored spruce for years.
I know.
Well, I
have
use
a-
1/4 by 1/8. You know, what a nice
And you
way
can
to build
taper it.
that
I built a
spar-
few wings. I'd start out with spruce here, and when I was building out my home build, I built a 9-to-1 scarf to it, and then I'd splice it to balsa out here and come on out with it. So.
And that I've never had one of those spars break. Never.
No, spruce is good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's
Sure
really
is.
good
For
stuff.
the weight
that's
of it, you can use.
That's the Satan I painted up for photography. That was on the cover of Model Airplane News, I guess, with myself and Dawn Cosmella.
Oh, okay.
You know, we painted it. We put the devil's head on and all that.
Huh.
Look at this. I carved the thing out of solid balsa here. For a combat ship, isn't that kind of crazy?
Light years ahead of. You got the leading edge going forward.
Yeah.
This thing, you know, I had the Trident at the time, and they wanted to put a show on at Consolidated Models in Cranberry, New Jersey, the guy that kitted the Trident. And the night before, I flew this, and the prop blades flew off, and the front end all kind of shattered, the cowl broke all up, and I thought, oh shit, Art wanted to see this fly. I stayed up all night rebuilding that, went down on it and flew it the next day.
I'll be darned.
But there's something about that where
What?
it makes a lot of noise.
Oh,
You
really?
know, whether it's the way the engine's cowled or the way it vibrates, the silk and all that shit, it makes a horrendous run. Anybody that sees it, if they see it fly, they'll swear it's doing 150. It's only doing 120 or
It's like a motorcycle with loud pipes. It's going twice as
Exactly.
fast.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah, I didn't even shave the intake on that one.
No, don't tell anybody that.
Shh, put that rag back over that. Don't let that sit
You know what I
there.
should do? Try to dig out a set of my flyers for you guys, the LS flyers with all this engine stuff, and one and all
I'll
that.
let you tie that.
How did I do it? Do you remember?
No.
I think it's
By the
kinda-
way, I would never run it on that nylon prop after sitting that long.
No.
These
No.
blades used to fly off. pretty
Mhm.
often.
Yes.
before they got old.
I had a lot of write-ups. You know, I would tell you to cut the back washer out and all that crap. But I've had these are dangerous.
Yeah.
And now that they're older, I would never run these engines.
Yeah.
No.
They didn't have good props. Now you got great props.
Oh,
The
yeah.
balanced elevator. I believed in that.
Neat
Yeah.
man believes in that too.
Yeah.
Who?
Neats Band, Wild Bill,
Oh,
Fierce
well,
Arrow.
he does now, but he didn't back then.
Yeah, that's.
He
Well,
modified that.
yeah, his first Fierce Arrow didn't have it, but that one he made for a 15 engine did have it.
Yeah, well, that was after Red won the Mirror Me.
Yeah.
In one of his articles, he wrote that a major event was never won. Stunt was never won with a flying wing except Reinhardt's flying wing.
Huh.
And he said, we're studying that design now. He must be a mathematician or something like that, isn't he?
Oh yeah, boys. He can run down turning radiuses and things an airplane will do and not have to have the airfoil. I said, how the hell can you come up with that? And he said, well, it works.
Because I read somewhere, he's still into it, I think.
Yeah,
he
he
said,
is.
now with the day of the computer, he says, oh boy, I can make all those calculations real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hey, you guys should look up Carl Berryman. He
I
was
wouldn't
a
know where.
super.
Yeah, I remember. Of course, I was
To
living in
find out
Kansas
what-
at the time.
I think he was a car mechanic, or he worked at a gas station, or he was a real.
Or had a gas station, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he had a gas station.
You want to put it up there with this other one right here?
What? Did I forget one?
No.
Oh shit! I'll tell you later. What else?
That'll work.
Well, that's a Sterling P-51 Mustang, and that, I don't even know what it is. It's just been flown to death.
I think it's time to head back where we came from.
Where'd we come from?
Benny's or Barney's or
Oh, that's bogeys.
Bogies.
Nah, it's not about almost 9:30, babe.
Well,
Go over for
Saturday
I got
night.
this from John Misk, 35%, so I can get back
I'm
flying.
hungry. I'm ready.
Isn't that what you use? Hey, isn't that what you use for stunt nowadays? 35%.
We have a guy in Tulsa, expert stunt class, who flies 35%.
I'm teasing you a little bit. This is.
This guy does.
he does.
He really
I
does.
like that. I never met him. I like that guy.
Well,
I hear you know.
He's
He
from
says he does it
Poland.
because it's got a different oil than what you get in the rest of fuel.
It's
He wants the
helicopter
oil.
fuel, but we think he's wrong. But what the hell?
Look, a voodoo kit for $295.
What are those Mustang kits there, Midwest? Is that a
They
stunt
are the
plane?
Midwest airplane.
Yeah, they were all
Right?
profiles.
Is that a stunt plane?
Wait, these are the profile stunt.
Yeah.
These are profile
Yeah.
stunt. That's a voodoo, of course. The atomic. I had this cellar full of antique kits of this type. And when I was laid off, I sold them all.
Yeah,
Which, you know, if it's a matter of eating or not, you
Sure.
do those. But if
yeah.
you look back, I really wish I had
What is
about
that?
half of them. I had auto gyros. I had,
Is this the glue?
Oh man.
yeah.
Good
The
night.
original Stanzel G Sharks, you open that box, it was about this deep, and you had to be an engineer to put the stuff in. I would never take anything out of the box. Shit, I'll never get it back
Never
in.
get it back.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I had all that, and here's one that I thought was kind of cute, so I saved two of them. God. This is kind of a unique thing. I had aluminum airplanes, you know,
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
all of aluminum. The pressed, it's an antique, you know, with a plastic body.
I'll be darned. You're right. That's-
Neato, huh? And you had a balsa wood spinner, which we all need.
You mean you put that on the engine?
I wouldn't, but
Good lord.
Slide.
and look at that hot engine they got in there. That's complete with Cannon 35 coil.
Ooh,
High-speed airfoil.
pretty whoopee. Yeah, high-speed airfoil.
This is like in 44, 45, 46 time frame. Stunt was fun back then because, you know, you'd see somebody come out with a stupid-looking airplane and you'd laugh like hell. You go, oh, what a crazy airplane. You say, well, wait a minute, maybe it'll work.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
know.
You couldn't laugh at anything back then.
No. I'll be darned.
I wish I had loads of this kind of stuff. There's some big free flights out here, too. Whirlwind, 7 foot. There's a Stardust. There's Misbehaves over there, which was my first airplane.
Yeah.
I kept some of those.
Remember, guys, none of this stuff is for sale. Don't bother Larry Scrins.
Museum.
I'm not anxious to sell
What's
them.
the old Beach Stagger Wing?
Apache. The what?
Skill plane?
Yeah, you got a Beach Stagger Wing up
That's
there.
there's a couple of very big free flights. I think that's a Whirlaway or something. Great big one on the bottom. It's all taped up.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, what you ask?
I see it.
Your Stagger Wing Beach, that scale?
That's the old Capital kit that I took in a trading. Some of those I didn't build. That's a trading deal.
It's okay, as long as you have it.
Yeah.
This is my literature. I'm going to try to make you guys a set of flyers here if I can get at it. Oh, God. Ugh. Let me see. Here's, look, they're a little moldy.
Oh, that adds to the charm.
Yeah. That's my first LS flyer.
LS, Larry Strinzi, LS2 Ninja.
Yeah, and those guys bought engines from me, and
Sob ho ho.
that explains my sense of humor. I wasn't much of an artist.
For the extras that needed to go in and get
They
them.
got a little more popular. They always started with lightning strikes. Put that under it. I'm going to give it to you in order.
Okay.
Okay, that's second. Go here. Let's get this.
And here's the butcher. What did he do here? I don't know what he did.
Okay, this is.
Butcher Bill did something good. He did something good. I don't know. You read him. We'll read him at Bogey's.
Okay.
And this must be a good one. There's a lot of them. 69 gnats.
Super slasher.
This is a
Boom
69 gnats. Senator, do you want to write that down, or maybe it's on here?
I'm gonna have to shut down. My camera is showing I'm gonna die.
Good. You make me nervous. I'm afraid you'll sell it to the IRS and they'll charge me back taxes for selling all this. Here's another gnats.
Ah, shit. 3 bicycles are covered.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Just money. He gets more tomorrow.
The Butcher wins again. Fighting UMACers win open something or other. They won something with those engines. That's when I realized I could get money for some of this stuff, and I was kind of starving, so I did it.
Yeah.
How long did you do this?
I guess all of the 60s.
Really?
It started
This
simply.
wasn't a 6 months or a year deal, huh?
It got more bigger and better. Some
Yeah.
of them weightlifting. Oh, I'm down to one of those here. I'm going
Lightning
into
strikes again.
Some of the things, D, I am neat at, like this, they're all in order. You know, the
Yeah.
important stuff. Troy and Baltimore. After a while, I used to do this, and after a while, the guys would fight with you if you missed. If they didn't,
Save
say, I
dollars.
won
No
this contest, my
formal
name
break-in
wasn't on
required.
it.
Yeah, have me on there. I want my name on there. 'Cause I won.
Formal break-in, it says.
Well,
Yes.
it's like a following, you know. And then, oh, here's the one I want to show you. Remember I was telling you about the intakes and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It became a trademark. You can see the little blurb in the middle. Note intake or terrifying combat weapon.
Walt has one of your engines. He has one of your engines at home with that intake just like that. We sat there and saw that and said, why did they do that? You know, now we know. It's a Scarenzi engine.
I mail ordered these all over the country. There are a lot of them out there. You know,
Okay.
the 36X alone, it's not 1,000, but there are many hundreds of them out there.
Yeah.
A number of hundreds.
Oh, I've
I
got
really wouldn't know. how
4 or
many.
5 of them myself, and I'm not even a combat engine.
Then we
collector.
got into things like free flight, some of Fox 29X's. What worked in combat worked in free flight. And I was surprised because here I had a winning free flight engine. I didn't even know it.
I'll be done.
This is my sense of humor. You gotta excuse me.
I love it.
CLS
That's great.
The little kid.
Yeah. Wow, this one really runs. Boom.
Yeah.
Yippee.
And here's Killer Twaits. Oh yeah, that was, boy, these were fun. This is fun looking at this. This guy, that happened, he ended up in a trash can at Middlesex, isn't it?
Oh, the airplane did?
Middlesex?
Oh, it
Yeah.
did land in the
This
trash
is true.
can.
These pictures are true. Middlesex, New Jersey, yeah.
Listen to this.
See Slippery Harold?
Brandette snuck
Slippery
into
Harold,
first
his
place.
airplane's burning.
Yeah, blow harder, slippery, it'll go out.
Brandette snuck into first place. Unusual atmospheric conditions favored Mediterranean Alps fuel.
Oh, that's super tight.
Mix of fermented grape juice.
Fermented
and-
grape juice.
and olive oil.
Which one is that? I like that.
Oh, I've got to shut this thing off.
Fermented
It's,
grape juice. Yeah, I like that. That's the Italian engine.
it's screaming at me. It's-
Super Tiger was our competitor back then.
They gave
look,
up.
A collector's item. You got two pages.
Say.
And that's got the little blurb in the middle, too.
Going big, we're going 2 pages now.
Damn, yeah. And some of these, I think I have up in the upper corner, unpaid circulation, 298 or something like that.
No formal break-in.
This is December 1970. Berkeley Blade Busters. This is when my son was a little kid. Duke Fox slept here. Get out of my bed.
When did you quit flying, Larry?
Well, actually, I stayed with it a little bit into 71 or so.
Yeah.
But when the store started, 69 on, I gradually withdrew a lot. When I started, I had model airplanes along one whole wall in that store. Because the bike boom hadn't hit yet. And you didn't know what was going to happen. So I had model airplanes on one wall, I had lawnmowers up near the door, and I had bicycles on the other side.
Well, you had a mix.
This is 1971. Some of these have dates on them. Fabulous Fox 40. Oh yeah,
Pretty close with
I
you.
like that. A terrifying combat weapon, isn't it cute?
New Fox 36X BBs. Did they ever make a 36X BB that had a bald head? It didn't have any fins on it?
You know what? In the early 70s, I got one in there. That's the one that kept breaking crankshafts. It was the first Schnurly, I think. That may be the one you're thinking of. They never made a lot of them.
Garden State Circle Burner dinner dance tickets. A night of fun with 300 of your carefree modeling friends and wives.
300?
Where's that? Oh, I always helped John and all that. We used to sell tickets together, and we had dinner. Ask John, but I think they went up over 300.
Huh.
They're not doing it now.
Fabulous, all new. Fox
They were
runs like a 35
Dick's
cent,
Food Shop.
15,
That was Dick
20% more
England.
power.
Dick's Food Shop.
Well, that's at the Circle Burners.
Yeah. Well, they do have it there at the Circle Burners. I mean,
Are you still trying to film this?
Well, the thing keeps saying empty, empty, and I keep ignoring it because it keeps running. So it's eventually
Look,
just gonna
this one
die.
you can read. It's typed. I have a rubber stamp at work for that
Say,
LS.
you do and you still
Yeah,
use
if I ever write you a letter, I'll probably stamp it. Buckeye, Arizona. Who is this?
Buckeye, Arizona?
Yeah. Southwestern Regionals, 2-day meet. Fast Willie Cohen. He came from here and he moved to Van Nuys. The Awesome Butcher. He won a lot of contests, that guy. One of these, they have a picture of a dog eating hamburger off the butcher's shoes.
Yeah, that's about 3 or 4 back. I
Eating
saw
a
that.
hamburger.
So he's telling him, get away.
He was really a butcher, this guy.
Oh, he was a butcher.
You know, here's a bunch of old engines, what I sold it for. You want a price list?
Yeah.
Do you come all the way out here? The least I can do is give you some literature.
Yeah, like price list would be invaluable.
Oh, hell yeah. This is valuable stuff.
Wait till I publish it in the newsletter. Scarenzi's back modifying engines.
Hey, have that published with these prices. Like, here's a CB special for $750. A Presto liner for $450. Oh, is that the... Did I give you one of these yet?
No.
Okay, but this
Not a
is what I
profit.
was selling this crap for way back. A Might Be biplane, which John has mine. He didn't return it yet. Now that I see that, $395. I really like that one.
Oh my
It
God.
came, you know, it had a gull top wing, a double winger. You could build it as a single winger, and Carl Goldberg Whizzer. That was like that was similar to a Fireball. $650. You know,
Oh,
you know
like-
what they would get for them today.
Oh. And this is October the 11th. Back in the 60s, there was a big hobby complex called Rick's Tri-Orama. Rick's Hobby Shop. He had 3 control line circles and a race car track and a boat pond. There's where it was. There's a Holiday Inn there now. This is right across the street from the hotel we're staying in. In case you ever wondered what happened to Rick's, that's it. Look at this, big sale at the Garden State Circle Burners.
Big sale.
Public sale.
Big Coke bus.
Big Coke bus. Shoot, let me see what you got here.
Contraband.
Yeah, Sig Chipmunk contraband.
What are they doing here? Good morning, lovely lady. How are you today?
Just great. How are you?
Fantastic. What time did these clowns get home last night?
They got in, I think about 1 o'clock. I'm not real sure. And I had visions of calling the president of American Airlines and saying, I have 2 dead American Airlines employees here. What am I supposed to do with them?
Leave them there and come home.
That's what I told him. Get on the airplane. Leave.
Hello again.
Masking tape.
How do you fix the socks and underwear?
Excuse me.
We're flying Buck 35 Stunt, huh?
How do you turn this off?
You got 2 more issues.
Up here.
Hey Doug, when are you gonna write an order?
Did you have it running? Oh, you just push this red button to turn it off. No, that one. Right there. American Senior that Carl Holsworth of Plano tackle box fame brought. It's got a Johnson 32 in it, and the age of it is completely unknown. A very old airplane. I can't tell if it's an original kit or not. Well, it looks like, well, no, your hingings hinging's different. Okay. It's not the original kit. And there is somebody's big 60 powered ship. I don't even know what that is. I guess I should. But yeah, we've got the Bolt Stunt Wagon, Lethal Lucy, and a Super Clown, Ringmaster, the Cougar, the Yak 9, another Ringmaster, Super Clown again, Galloping Comedian. Hey, that's a pretty airplane. And that airplane there we saw yesterday with another Ringmaster in front of it and a pretty Deco Chief. There's an All-American getting ready to go off the takeoff strip out here. You can see there's a lot of activity today. They're flying Fox 35 Stunt down there. And there's Ruby. And that's Larry Scarenzi. And John Mist is back there with the cap on, and there's Walter. There's a whole crowd here. I don't know what they're flying down there. Phase 2, I guess. This whole place is as full as you can get it. And there's where all the good food's at today. That's a great place.
The slide cut out for the...
Here we have the great engine set.
For the carrier. Carrier.
John Miss has discovered some interesting stuff.
Fondle these old engines. That's what they're for, to fondle.
Yes, yeah, you put them in cigar boxes.
Sure.
I have shoe boxes that I use. I can't find cigar boxes.
Fondle all this old stuff. Well, that's too new. That's too new.
Too new. Okay, don't want that.
That's a Fox.
What's that?
The toy. Looks like a McCoy 49. Yeah, McCoy 49.
Yep.
That's neat. That's cool.
And that's a glow version, right?
Well, it could take a timer. It's got the cutout here and a can for a timer.
Okay.
And of course, I got extra timers.
How nice.
Box full of that stuff.
Hard to find timers.
Yeah, it really is. Hard to find. We can make an engine out of that.
You mean a spark ignition engine?
I'd say if the price is right, that engine's sold. Sure. Yes, sir. Yeah. Rings like this, everything this thing. That's sold.
You got it, Don.
Yeah, a couple goodies. What's this stuff down here?
Engine.
Not bad. Control line engine. I don't know what the prices are. Neat stuff, though. Neat stuff.
Yeah.
All kinds of kits over here. Good kits. What's these down here? Arden.
Yeah, Arden 19. And it's complete.
Homemade tank.
Are you serious?
Custom made. Yeah, they were plastic tanks that came on the Ardens.
Oh, you think some garage operation maybe made that tank? It looks like cast aluminum.
Yeah, it's somebody I never remember seeing an aluminum tank.
Me neither. Somebody made that.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Somebody's pretty good machinist.
Yep. Looks like it was all hands on, too.
Yes, it does. You can see the file marks on it.
Yeah.
Here's a home-built Super Ringmaster. Deco Chief, Yak 9, Smoothie, Aries. This is Nostalgia and Fox 35 Stunt, guys. Banshee, All-American. That's a John D'Ottavio design called the Jerseyan. Magician and Ringmaster. Bobby Hunt's Tucker Special. Beautiful, beautiful airplane. And Walt's working on a profile Nobler. Jimmy loaned us a Nobler to fly, and we're doing some trim on it. It's a little touchy. Hunt and his Travel Air biplane that he designed back in '49, was it?
52.
52, pardon me, missed it. But it's an old-time stunt legal airplane. It's also scale legal, I believe. And you won some scale contests with this.
Yep.
That is a beautiful airplane. What engine do you have in it?
It's OS 35.
OS 35? Oh, boy, that is pretty. Is there any unusual feature about it?
Yeah, it only weighs 34 ounces.
34 ounces? What's your cowl, top cowl made out of?
Aluminum.
Aluminum?
It's got louvers in it that I made a die for it.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is a pretty airplane. How well does it fly the old-time stunt pattern?
Very good.
Well, good. Thank you very much, Jim. Here's the chief. Something broke loose inside.
I don't know.
Look at that. KB 61. Monstrous airplane. This is Jim Damarel. Jim loaned us a profile Nobler to fly. And since it was an official A of A event, they stuck us up in advance that for Walter and me. Tavio Memorial Trophy.
Not Memorial. He's still alive and kicking.
Oh, he's still alive. Well, we got Rick Campbell won it in 1990 and Don Gerber won it in 1991. We don't know who's going to win it in 1992. Starting to rain, so John's going to put the bag back on. These are the Circle Burners trophies. Now these are different. I haven't seen them quite like these. Third is blue, second is red, and first is green. They are pretty. And this is Wayne Gilchrist. He's the editor of the Circle Burners magazine, Prop Wash. And of course, that's John Miss there beside him. That monstrous stunt ship weighs 96 ounces with a K&B 61. And it is a monster. Say a little more about this. That thing we finally got it trimmed to fly pretty good. And do a pattern on 3.5 ounces of fuel. You can't beat that. It's one of Bill Hopkins' Profile Nobler kits. And it's all monocoated, so it's pretty light.
Lay the bottom of it.
You gotta take the flag down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now here's the bottom. This is Walter did a trim job on it, put about 3.5 ounces of lead in it. Turned the engine out beaucoup degrees. It's got lead, all kinds of lead on the front. But it ended up flying half decent. It's still a little twitchy, but it could be worse.
It was worse.
It was worse, yes. It's pretty good now.
Conditions were iffy, and we, by luck or by hope,
So was the judging.
we got lucky, and the weather came through for us. I'd like to thank all the outside judges that helped us today. Bobby Hunt, his father Jim, Robbie Hunt, thanks, Joe Farovich, Bill Simons, don't forget Bill. We appreciate that effort on this particular case. As you guys know, there's also a contest next week. A whole bunch of carrier events, Carrier 1, Carrier 2, Profile Carrier, 15 Carrier, and Classic Carrier. We have Sports Scale and Profile Sports Scale, as well as the 3 Pamper classes, Intermediate, Advanced, and Expert. But for today, the results are, we'll start with the beginner event, the simplified precision aerobatics event. In third place, who's got a leave already, I don't know his last name, Jecka?
Joe Jecka.
Joe Jecka, okay. In second place, George Gatis.
Yay!
place, Vince Grulia. Who left already? In all his glory, he left.
Bump to intermediate, by the way.
Bump the intermediate. Okay.
Out.
He's done.
Doing too good.
George, we have a new club competing here for the first time this year. The Penn Jersey Control Liners.
Okay.
And Joe Jecka is a member of that.
Okay.
Great.
Moving right along.
Moving right along since it's raining fast me here.
Yes.
All-time stunt, phase 1, third place, Doug Benedetti.
Hey, Doug.
Congratulations, Doug. In second place, Jim Damarel.
Yay.
And in first place was Bob Jungaline. He already has left. In all-time stunt, phase 2, third place goes to Pete Herman.
Yay, Pete.
Congratulations. By the way, there was 4.5 points between first and third place. Wow. Really tight event. Second place, Dennis Toth. Before he knocked up his chief.
We retired the chief today.
Chief was retired.
Very much tighter this week.
And in first place, Mike Ostella.
Yay.
Mike. Stay around, Mike. Okay. In the nostalgia event, in the beginner intermediate, make sure I got it. Third place goes to, was it Rich or Dick Woolsey?
Dick Walden.
Walden.
He left to be back next
He
week.
left to be back next week. Yeah. Okay, second place, Roy Ward.
Yay.
Who's up next? No. First place, Phil Spillman. All right, Phil, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
In the advanced expert class, third place, Jim Damarel.
Yay.
Second place, Tom Hampshire.
Yay.
And first place, Bob Hunt, Stucker Special. Congratulations. And we also have a special award, the John D'Ottavio Award, and this year it goes to Michael Stella for his movie. Congratulations, Mike.
That's a perpetual, right? He has to return it in
Yes,
after
it's a
a year.
perpetual.
Doesn't he?
Okay, beginner intermediate, Fox 35. Third place, Aaron Mescal.
Yay.
Beating out his father, Pete Mescal.
Yay.
And the winner was Phil Spillman.
Yay.
Advanced expert. Third place, Mr. Hill.
Yay.
Take a lead.
He's behind you.
Oh, there he is, Mr. Hill. Yay. Second place, Mike Ostella.
Yay.
First place, Tom Hampshire.
Yay.
It's a nice day. Let's all get together.
Yay.
Yay.
And that's all, folks.
Thanks for help.
Okay, let me show you the goodies I got. Somebody's making reproduction Vico plaques. So I bought one, that was $5. And Jim Hunt, who's Bobby Hunt's dad, makes some stuff. That's an adjustable lead-out guide. It was $3.95. And that is a phenolic bell crank, 4-inch, that cost $7.45. And this is an imitation Vico. I don't know if you can read it. It says WeCo, W-E-C-O. Red, white checkerboard. Doesn't have a back plate, just screwed on the front. And of course, won that, but there were just 4 of us in advanced. And Walt forgot part of a square 8, and that'll doom you. Otherwise, I'm sure he'd got it. Alright, this ends the video. And this is the great trip to New Jersey in October of 1992. So we'll be catching you guys later.